Oh, that's a keep.
There. When you're feeling a setup, you're just feeling it, you know what I mean? Adds a whole different layer to all this shit. I'm like, you know what? I think I might stay for a while. Welcome back, guys. It's Nick's Lotus, your one-stop shop for brews, budgets, and board states. Today, we got a couple of brews on a budget. Hey, we're 2 for 1 in it right now. Those 2 birds right there. Let me get my slingshot with a stone in it. I'm bad at bird sounds, but there would have been 2 bird sounds right after that. Yeah, so I just came up with 3 decks that I thought were kind of unique, fun to play. I've never seen any of these across from me at the table, so maybe if you want to build more of a unique deck, one of these might be for you. Up first, we got Taigam, Sidisi's Hand, 3 a blue and a black. For 3/4, you skip your draw step, which sucks, but hear me out, it gets better. During your upkeep, you get to look at your top 3 cards, put 1 into your hand, the rest into your graveyard. So it's a better draw if you're in like a reanimator build, which is exactly what I'm thinking for this thing. You can also pay a black and tap it, exile X cards out of your graveyard, and give a creature -X/-X, which takes away kind of the clunky aspect of reanimator decks where you're self-milling yourself a lot, but there is some cards you don't want to be self-milling. I don't want to be self-milling my spot removal, my board wipes, my card draw. This commander allows you to turn some of those non-creature spot removals into removal with her ability, which is actually a super nice niche that a lot of these reanimator decks don't fill. Put in your animate deads, your dance of the deads, your favorite stuff to reanimate, your battle spheres, your grave titans. I know you guys. I know you sick fucks. And just go crazy. Go wild. Next, we got a mono blue control deck with, let me make sure I get her name right, Kaho Minamo Historian. Not one lesson. Not one lesson. She's 2 and 2 blue for a 2/2, and when she comes into play, you search your library for 3 instant cards and exile them. And then you can pay X, tap her, and cast an instant card with a converted mana cost of X without paying its mana cost. So my brain immediately went to control. It was like, we're going to tutor up some instant speed board wipes with like Cyclonic Rifts and Aetherize, and we're going to tutor up some counter spells like Counterspell or Essence Scatter or Negate or anything like that. But then my little brain started kicking in and got a little spicy. What if you made one of those cards a blur? What if you made one of those cards displace? Yeah, then you can counter something, you can board wipe something, and then your last spell that you cast with her is your blink spell, and then you blink her, and you search for 3 more instant spells, being a counter spell, board wipes, and then, say it with me, a blink. Yes, and then you get to do it all over again. It seems pretty good. Throw in like untappers, like a Kelpie Guide or like 1000-Year Elixir so you can get more uses out of her ability. And then just go fucking wild. Control the shit out of that game. Throw in some Hullbreaker Core. Throw in some Naxahal. Throw in the classic can't be countered big beefy Leviathan game enders for control and just go crazy. I won't watch. Go fucking bananas. Lastly, we've got, let me read this list I've got on my screen here. An Azorius Zombie Token Aristocrat Dementia Combo Deck. At the helm, we've got Tobias, Doomed Conqueror. I get it. It's another... Okay. As I said, I've never seen these played. Tobias is 2 a white and a blue. For a 3/2 flash, when he dies, you get to put a 2/2 black zombie creature token into play for each non-token creature you control that dies. Make this whole deck about either 1, bashing your opponents with a shit ton of zombies that have flying because of like Archetype of Imagination, or Gerard, I think he's on the screen, the one that gives him flying, the mono blue one, or Thunderhawk Gunship, it's a better example, and just bash face with your flying zombies. Or 2, you can combo off with Ashnod's Altar, Ultra, Dementia, or any other sack outlay you can find that's in blue-white. I don't think there's very many of them besides those 2 that you can really like combo off with. And then run cards like Madrak or Anointed Possession to just double the amount of zombies you're getting, sack them all to altars, mill a shit ton of cards, add a shit ton of mana to play some kind of combo piece, or just keep comboing off and mill them off with the Altar of Dementia. Run cards like Luminous Broodmoth is a great one. Gift of Immortality is another great one. False Demise is another great one to keep Tobias coming back into play so you can keep sacking him and keep stacking up the amount of creatures that have died. This deck seems like there's a couple different routes you can go when you play it. It's a Azorius Aristocrats kind of style build, which is super weird to play. That's just not the color's forte most of the time. So it's kind of a cool feel to it. And yeah, I've just never seen it. I've never seen it played. It came up on one of my streams and I was like, I'm gonna make a deck out of this. So we've got like a cool reanimator build with Taigam. We've got like a straight shooter mono blue control deck with Kaho, which I really like. I like the idea of being able to blink and reset it, which just seems super powerful. And then like an Azorius token Dementia combo, flying matters, add your descriptor here. Tobias list. If I had to pick one of these that I'd probably most want to make, it's probably Kaho. I think the mono blue control list just seems great. If you guys have any cards that just kind of popped into your head that's like, oh, this is the deck that card's been needing to go in, please put it down below. That helps a lot. Let me know which setups you guys are liking more than others, what videos you guys are liking more than others. All the comments help a lot. If you just want to show your support, that'd be great. If you want to show a little bit of extra support, you can head over to my Patreon, patreon.com/NicksLotus, and donate. It starts at $1, goes to $10, goes to $50, but you can just start at $1 and get your name shouted out like these lovely people here, Tyler, Katie, and Betsy, some fantastic patrons. And I will see you guys next time. Much love, and go play some Magic.